I can't play a video without this BitChute. You gotta get this gay guy off of the you friggin' off your friggin' stupid commercials. All right, because I'm sick and tired of seeing. First of all, I'm sick and tired of seeing the same like three or four or five commercials. That's it. That's all you got, BitChute. I mean, you need to have more variety in the commercials. You need to get rid of the gay guy. I don't care what you say. I know. I think isn't BitChute supposed to be conservative? I don't even know. But this right here, so it goes, and he smiles like this. I mean, he lisps. It's gay as fook. Knock it off, BitChute. I want to see the gay guy again. It's pissing me off. It doesn't make me want to buy his product seeing this obnoxious, annoying gay guy.
Now you can't live without.
You can't live without. Get this, the thing that you can't live without.
Let me show you how it works. So it goes directly over your existing outlet. You don't even need to take the cover off. And it gives you a long screw here.
So here is a very interesting video filmed by a black man living in Britain. And this man asks the question, does wanting a...
Now, I'm going to pause the video. I'm going to try to format this where you can have it more widescreen, because if I keep it like this, it's probably going to be annoying. Just get rid of the gay guy. Let's listen to what this person has to say in the UK about foreigners going into UK and muddying up the culture. Same as they're doing here in Estados Unidos. So it goes, so it goes, so it goes. A little limp-wristed. I don't care if you got a beard or mustache. You sound like a fagala. I wonder if the old man troll is going to show her again. I hope not. I hope he's decided to get a life. That fucking idiot. Let's take a look at this. Alright, I'm going to play it right now.
So here is a very interesting video filmed by a black man living in Britain. And this man asks the question, does wanting a majority white Britain make you racist? And I think his perspective as a black man living in Britain is very interesting. And I think all of you will be very surprised by what he has to say. Let's take a listen.
What he has to say is actually right.
Does wanting a majority white Britain make white British people racist?
No.
The answer is obvious. Of course.
Not.
It doesn't. So why are people quick to label British white people racist just because they have concerns about...
In other words, why are the invaders quick to label white Britons, because England's mostly white, or it was, why are the invaders quick to label the English racist? He says, are they racist? And then he says, no, they're not. No, they're not. You fucking invaded their country. You're not assimilating. You don't even look like them. So that's a huge strike. The second one is you're not assimilating. You're bringing in your bullshit from your third world countries into their culture. You're muddying up their culture. You're diminishing their norms. You're totally muddying up everything. Basically destroying their way of life as you impose your way of life on them. And the same thing in this country. Same thing. Same thing in the West overall. So he's saying it's not racist if the English or even Americans or any other Western nation or any nation in general gets pissed off when invaders, you're a guest in their country, act like it, mofos. When you invade a country, coming in boats and go and attacking the people and trying to do 5 times a damn day in the streets, while you block the streets, while you rape the children, while you rape the girls, while you kill people, while you impose your third world satanic way of life on these countries, they have a right to get annoyed, he's saying. I agree. I've been saying it for the longest time. You have a right to be pissed off. It's the equivalent of someone coming into your home and bossing you around, taking over your home, maybe killing a few family members, raping them and stealing, and saying, well, look, you're not going to be a Christian anymore in your own home. You're going to be a fucking whatever religion, namely Muslim, that they want to impose on you. How do you not get this? All right? You got to be a special kind of stupid. You got to be a troll. You got to be a moron. Trolls are moronic. to think that that's a good thing. It's not. Brits out there, you're not racist if you stand up for your country and want to preserve your way of life and your culture. You're not going over there doing it to them, right? And if you tried to, wouldn't be tolerated, now would it? Eh? Stop being docile out there, the West. Stop being docile. This would not be tolerated in any other country that is worth its salt, so to speak. If you went in and tried this in like any country, any country like Iran, Vietnam, China, North Korea, Russia, I'm sure quite a few other countries. What's that? Dubai? Dubai, yeah. Let's say you tried to stray from the Dubai way of life and try to impose your way of life and try to act a fool in Dubai. Let's see how far that gets you. It's not gonna get you too far, is it? It's not. It shouldn't. When you're visiting or entering another country, you're a guest there. I don't give a damn if you get. I don't care if you get your citizenship. You better act. You better act like you never came from the country you came from. And here's another thing: these bitches, these invaders, they invade your country, but yet if things go south, they can evacuate and go back to their homeland. Right? The British can't do that because England is their homeland. The UK is their homeland. Same thing for the United States. Same thing for Canada. Same thing for the West. Same thing for a lot of countries. Let's take a look what he has to say. I know. Just pointing and clicking. I know.
The changes that
Get used to it.
in their country. Tell me a group of people who would be happy to see their cultural identity, their customs, their norms, their values be quietly eroded from within by other ethnic groups that also have their own ethnic land elsewhere. The answer is no one will, because it's a universal thing. It's not a white British thing or a race thing. There isn't a group on this planet who would happily accept their cultural identity, norms, customs and values being eroded by others in their own homeland.
That's right.
I know there are definitely racist people in Britain who have the view that Britain should be a white majority place.
That's not racist. That's where he's in error. He says, I know there are people in England that have this racist view that England should be mostly white. That's not a racist view. That falls in line with what you just said before. They want to preserve their UKness, their Britishness, their Englishness, their Irishness, their Walesness, their Scottish has been white. It's not racist to want to preserve their whiteness. It's tribalism, right? Just like when you go to, you got different ethnicities coming to the United States, and in the cities they set up camp. They have their own Irish neighborhoods, their own Italian neighborhoods, their own Groidal, aka black neighborhoods, their own Puerto Ricano neighborhoods. They have their own Chinese neighborhoods, etc. Chinatown, Little Italy. All right, that's not. It's not racist for you want to stick together. So let's take this at a bigger scope. When you have England that doesn't have Little Italy, that doesn't have, as far as I know, Chinatown and ethnic neighborhoods. They have Brits in England, by and large, everywhere. They have Irish everywhere, all over Ireland. They have Scottish all over Scotland, Welsh all over Wales, right? And then over time, you're getting invaded, or these outsiders are coming in, and then the UK is going, wait a minute. I mean, a few came in, that's all right, but now it seems like they're muddying up our population here. We wanted to maintain our population. We want to keep it mostly white Welsh, mostly we want to keep it white English overall. I mean, every now and then an ethnicity creeps in, but they're saying overall. But when you're getting overwhelmed and you're seeing that the majority of your British are being diluted, yeah, they want to put the brakes on it. They want to say, whoa, we let a few in, but we don't want to let a majority in. We don't want to have our population and our culture, and yes, because they're white, our whiteness get diminished. It's the same thing if you went to the opposite thing. If you went to Sudan or one of those African countries, are you gonna sit there and say, well, if mostly white people started going into Africa and the blackness started getting diluted, you don't think the black people would start saying, wait a minute, they're taking over, they're changing everything? Do you understand what I'm saying? It's the same thing he's saying, but he threw that little angle in there. He's saying that, they have a right to be annoyed that they're being invaded, but it's racist. Listen to what he said again. Listen to this. That's the only thing I have a problem with.
I know there are definitely racist people in Britain who have the view that Britain should be a white majority place. But just because people have the view, it doesn't mean they're racist. That is an important distinction to.
Well, the only thing, that's what I was saying. They want to preserve their way of life. They want to preserve their culture, their people, and the people in the UK just happen to be historically white. So yeah, they want to preserve that, preserve their way of life, preserve their culture, preserve the norms, and it's not racist to want to do that. That's where he deviated from his own, what was so far a good spiel. Argument against the narrative that the English are and UK's racist. Whatever. Let's look.
Now, I think that is a very interesting point. Loving your own is not the same as hating others. Wanting your own culture to define your ethnic homeland is not hateful. People who come here from other countries still have their ethnic homelands to return to, but we, the English, are living in our homeland, and we are told that unless we agree to share our homeland, which is the only one we have, then we are the hateful and racist ones. Well, I would say that telling a native people that their land, which they have been in for thousands of years, does not belong to them is the real hateful and racist position. Share your thoughts in the comments.
Exactly. So this narrator, English narrator, corrected what he said. He said it's not racist to preserve your own land. It's not racist to not want your culture, your norms, your way of life to be disrupted, invaded, infiltrated, and turned upside down on its ear. It's not racist if you don't want that. All right? So let's knock it off. You bitches that are invading the West, invading countries, you're a guest here. An unwelcome one at that. So you better start acting like a guest. You better start assimilating. How hard is it? We don't want you here. You're fucking... Unless you come to assimilate, go back where you came from.